Henry Belmont, a man who had spent his life amassing wealth and power, sat alone in his grand study. Outside, the sprawling estate he had built stood as a monument to his achievements. Yet tonight, as he sat in his leather armchair, Henry felt none of the pride that had once filled his heart. The letter from his doctor lay open on the desk, its words echoing in his mind. Weeks, maybe days, that was all the time he had left. For the first time in his life, Henry, the invincible mogul, was confronting something he couldn't control, couldn't negotiate, couldn't buy his way out of. So this is it, he thought, the end of the line. He leaned back in his chair, closing his eyes, and his thoughts began to drift. What was it all for? The meetings, the deals, the endless pursuit of more? More money, more power, more things. I have everything I ever wanted, but it feels so empty now. I built this empire, but at what cost? I remember the early days when every dollar meant something, when every success felt like a victory. But somewhere along the way, I lost track of why I started in the first place. It became about winning, about being the best, about proving something to myself, to the world. But I never stopped to ask if it was worth it. My children. I gave them everything, except my time. I wanted them to have the best, but what they needed was me. And now, they're strangers to me. When was the last time I sat down and talked to them, really talked to them? Not about business or money, but about life, about how they're feeling, about their dreams. And the dreams I had, the passions I once felt so strongly, they faded away, buried under the weight of my own ambition. I wanted to travel, to write, to live a life full of adventure. But I told myself there'd be time for that later, after I'd made it. Now, later has become never. Henry opened his eyes and stared at the letter, feeling the weight of his regrets pressing down on him. I spent my life chasing success, and now I'm alone. This mansion, this fortune, it all feels like a prison. I'm surrounded by the things I thought would make me happy, but they can't give me what I need most right now, time. Time to make things right, to do the things I never did, to be the man I always wanted to be. But maybe it's not too late. Maybe there's still time to do something that matters, something real. I can't change the past, but I can decide how this story ends. I can reach out to my children, tell them I love them, that I'm sorry. I can finally pursue those dreams, even if it's just in my thoughts, just for myself. Henry sat up in his chair, feeling a strange sense of calm wash over him. For the first time in years, he felt a glimmer of hope, not for more time, but for the chance to make his final days count. This is the last chapter, he thought, and I'm going to write it the way it should have been all along.